Everyone knows Vladimir Putin as one of the most powerful men in the world, but his personal life remains largely a mystery. For 30 years, he was married to Lyudmila, and they had two daughters together. However, their divorce in 2013 came as a surprise to many. What shocked people even more was that Lyudmila later married a man 20 years younger than her. Why was her marriage to Putin so unhappy? What has her life been like since? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. Let's dive in. Lyudmila was born on January 6, 1958, in Kaliningrad, Russia, and grew up in a working-class family. Her father worked at a mechanical plant, while her mother was a cashier. As a young girl, Lyudmila excelled in literature and the Russian language and dreamed of becoming an actress. After finishing high school, she attended Kaliningrad Technical University and took on various jobs to support herself, including working as a nurse. Eventually, she began her career as a flight attendant for the Kaliningrad branch of Aeroflot. Later, Lyudmila decided to pursue further education at Leningrad State University, where she studied Spanish in the Department of Philology. During her third year, she went on a trip to Leningrad with friends, and it was there that she met her future husband. They were introduced by a mutual friend who had invited them to see a comedian's performance. After their first meeting, Vladimir and Lyudmila began dating. Lyudmila often visited him on weekends as he was living with his parents. After nearly 3 years of dating, Putin proposed, and they married on July 28, 1983, in a modest ceremony attended by close friends and family. The bride wore a beautiful white dress, while the groom wore a classic dark three-piece suit. After their marriage, Lyudmila continued to work and supported Vladimir in his career. The couple moved to Dresden, East Germany in 1985, where Putin was stationed as a KGB agent. During this time, Lyudmila gave birth to their two daughters, Maria, born in 1985, and Katerina, born in 1986. The family enjoyed a happy time in Germany, which Lyudmila later recalled as the happiest period of her life. However, when they returned to Russia, and as Putin's responsibilities grew, he had less time for his wife, leaving her feeling lonely and isolated. In 1994, Lyudmila suffered a serious accident and hoped that her husband would set aside his work to support her during this challenging time. Instead, she found herself surrounded by colleagues at the hospital, with Putin absent during her recovery. This deepened her sense of hurt and isolation. As Putin entered the political arena and became president of Russia in 2000, Lyudmila felt increasingly neglected. He often spent months away from her and their daughters. Despite becoming the First Lady of Russia, she was unhappy and even hated her new role. A Russian designer who dressed Lyudmila for special occasions revealed that she was unprepared for her life in the political spotlight, saying she was not ready for this role. Being the president's wife came down on her unexpectedly. Lyudmila rarely engaged in public duties. She attended some state dinners and ceremonial events, like the Christmas tree lighting in the Kremlin, and was a curator of a fund aimed at developing the Russian language. Occasionally, she made statements about the Russian language and education, but overall, she preferred to stay out of the spotlight. After just a few years into Putin's tenure, Lyudmila stopped accompanying him on trips abroad and largely disappeared from the public eye. Some reports even suggested that he had her confined to a nunnery, though this was never confirmed. After nearly 30 years of marriage, Lyudmila and Vladimir publicly announced their separation by mutual agreement. The divorce announcement was made on camera for Russian news media at the State Kremlin Palace during the intermission of a performance by the Kremlin Ballet, ending years of speculation about their relationship. Interestingly, their relationship both began and ended after watching the show. Another notable point is that prominent politicians typically do not get divorced while in office. However, Putin broke with tradition and became the first Russian president to do so. During the announcement, the former couple described their separation as a civilized divorce, with Lyudmila stating, "This is really our mutual decision. Our marriage is over because we barely see each other." However, there were rumors that the main reason for the divorce was Vladimir's alleged affairs during their marriage. The most notable among these was with former gymnast Alina Kabaeva, one of Russia's most decorated gymnasts, who won numerous medals for the country. Kabaeva's gymnastics career faced a setback in 2001 when she tested positive for doping, leading her to retire from professional gymnastics in 2007 and later pursue a career in politics. It is believed that she and Putin met around this time. Rumors of a romantic relationship between Kabaeva and Putin first surfaced in 2008 when a Russian newspaper reported that Putin planned to divorce Lyudmila and marry Kabaeva. The newspaper was quickly shut down after this report, adding to the speculation. Kabaeva seemed to withdraw from public life around the same time as Putin's divorce from Lyudmila in 2013, and both were spotted wearing wedding rings at the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics. There have also been rumors that they have a secret family together, including multiple children. Perhaps Lyudmila could no longer tolerate her husband's infidelities and decided to seek her own happiness. When Putin was asked by a state news agency in 2014 if he planned to remarry, he responded with a joke. "I need to marry off my ex-wife Lyudmila first, and then I will think about myself." Indeed, in 2015, Lyudmila surprised everyone by marrying a wealthy businessman 20 years younger than her, Artur Okerotny. Her new husband is the director of a nonprofit organization, the Center for the Development of Interpersonal Communications, a foundation that Lyudmila has been associated with. Before this, he worked at an event agency that frequently dealt with government clients. The news of Lyudmila's marriage to Artur wasn't officially announced, but it became widely reported in 2016 after Russian media discovered that Lyudmila had adopted Okerotny's surname in property documents and official records. After their marriage, Lyudmila and Artur began a new chapter in France, where they purchased a luxurious villa worth $7.4 million. They have since led a very private life, staying out of the public eye and not speaking publicly about their marriage. It seems that Lyudmila finally found her happy ending. Her long marriage to Putin was far from successful. She was often unhappy and felt alone. As a biographer of Putin once said, she was a woman who loved and was not loved. Now, it appears she has found someone who can be her companion for the rest of her life. What do you think of this story? Share your thoughts in the comments. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video and want more like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up below in appreciation. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you get notified when I upload a new video every week. See you in the next video.